train a little bit our theory stuff. Today we played around 4 hours and we have some interesting hands to check. So let's try to open this and see how it was. I'm trying to oh, okay, so I even can use this one to show us hands. But okay, so let's take PLO trainer and see how it was. I think we need to make it a little bit smaller, yeah. A little bit smaller, and let's go with this. So our first hand has ace jack 9-5 on the small blind. Yep, let's see. Ace jack 9-5 single. I think it's easy open, but the question, do we need to call 3-bet? This is the question. Let's look. Okay. Almost have this one on the stream. Yeah, something like this. So ace jack 9-5. We should fold and calling is, yeah, not a huge mistake, but minus 15 big blinds per 100 hands. What we need, I believe 7, 6, not, yeah, we need a 7. Next one, ace 7 deuce, ace 8 7 deuce from cutoff. Double suited. Do we need to open this? Yes, this is a reasonable open, and does 3 better one could be possible. Z3 can, yeah, 3 is a little bit better, and after opening I think we have an easy call against one player. Actually it is a fold, so yeah, not a big deal, but still a fold. If we have in 3, still a fold, so we need a 4, I believe. Yeah, just with a 4 we're calling. Okay. Next one, ace queen, jack 3 on the button. Yes, I think this is a call. Oh, this is an open. And we are calling 3-bet. Let's look a little bit post flop. 3-bet button. Small blind. Ace king 5. This is great for small blind. We should a little bit overfold on the flop, but not our hand ever. So yeah, easy call. How many aces actually we have to fold? How many top pairs are we folding? 30% and a lot, but nothing with straight draw. We calls and the turn was check. So yeah, our opponent should continue pretty aggressive here. He checks and we check as well with our hand. Sometimes we can bet this one, but mostly check. And on the river it become jack as well. And our opponent just spotted here. So what he have to put middle pairs, some bottom pairs, some pocket pairs. Yeah, some air. Too many. And yeah, I think we have to call around half. Excuse me. 42% equity. Do we fold trips? Yes, we fold in trips. Most we even fold some boats. Yeah, and top pair mostly folded as well. How bad is to call our hand actually? Okay, so actually our hand is calling, so this is a top pair which can call. Okay. Interesting one. So our hand considers it's coming to this 10% of 31 and 3% calling range. Interesting hand. So another one pre-flop on the cutoff with king 9, 7, 6 single suited. This is, yeah, so this is just 0 EV. Yep. Next one 10, 9, 9. Use single to the 9. And this is a fold. Yeah, even to the, yeah, the 10 it's break even. Excuse me, on the 9. Just fold. I think we need 5. 5 to the 10, and with the 9 we need, yeah, this one much more stronger, so king, queen, 9-5 single to the king on SB. So yes, this is just break even for opening. With 6 we can go. Yep. Ace jack, jack 10, 9, 7. Triple suited, cut off against button against cutoff. And yes, this is close to calling, especially with when opponents go smaller. So yeah, so we can call this profitable as well. Fold this one. Let's see. Let's see. king 5-3 from UTG against 3-bet on the button. So yeah, this is pretty close to the 0 EV, and we should fold 35%, and this hand goes to that part. Yeah, we need for 5. And here we have, do we need to squeeze do we need to squeeze against MP button cold call, as back cold called, and we have king 10 h6. Do we need to squeeze? Actually, yes, it was really bad one. Minus, yeah, this is a really big. It's not even calling. If we have a 7, yeah, even with a 7, this is not good. I believe, because in the multi-way, what will happen to most of the time, it's not playing really nice. Yeah, it's really, so I overplay this hand, this type of hands. So the knight 7, the 9, yes, I'm much more better connected. What about king 10 7-6? Just fold. It's interesting. If the position will be more loser than MP, let's check. So yeah, so it was, yeah, even this one, yeah, just fold. With the 7 we can go, and I'm interested again in this king 10 7-6 double. Yeah, this is some type. Okay, if do we 3-bet at least in these positions? Yeah, here we are. Okay, so we should be more tight against early positions than we do. Let's see. Cut off against the early EP with king 6-5 double. Just a call. I made 3-bet, yeah, so it's still profitable, but not as like calling. Do we call this on EP? Let's see. Yes, this is strong enough. If we have a 7, yeah, we can 3-bet. Okay, what about queen 5-6? Yes, 3-bet as well. Okay, so this is double-suited rundowns to the queen and king. Strong enough. So we're having post-flop. Let's actually start with post-flop EP against sorry, SB and small blind, and we have ace queen 10 single. Okay, pretty nice that we 3-bet this one. We calling actually just 2% and 3-bet 4, but this is one of that. Queen even, queen 9, we can queen 8. Yeah, okay, queen, interesting, queen 7. Folds 5. Okay, consider 3-bet. What about checks? checks h3 bets, 7 I believe just folds, yeah. 5 folds and 9 3 bets. Okay. And we had this flop. It's actually not too often we are playing this spots early position against his best 3 bet. So the strategy is much more different when we're playing against button range. So we can't just always bet this Broadway. And yes, here is this mix. So this really both ranges have the same equity. Let's see what about nuts hands. Like here we have 20% to pair plus, and EP the same. Yeah, that's why we don't have advantage. And we had ace queen 10, so it's mixing. Yeah, just mixing. We check back and then it came 10, 6 balls, pretty interesting hand. We're mostly checking. Trips, betting. I believe our hand with ace, like trip stop kicker, we could mostly bet, yeah. So we bet this one and opponent give up. Nice. Yeah, another one. 3 bet, small blind against button. It was paired with a queen and flush draw. Queen, pair, flush draw. Fortunately, we don't have paired. Let's take a check. Paired. So we have checked. Yeah, something like this. Yes, back queen bet close to the range. We had king, queen 8, single suited. Just call, yeah, we have a pretty high range for pretty high raising frequency here, more than 16%. So we call and become another flush draw with an ace. And I think his back can just go full range with 1/3. Yeah, it is correct. And against 1/3, yeah, it is a bad card for our range. So we don't need to we don't have to defend my 1 minus alpha. It should be around 75%, I believe. I believe we will defend around 60. 67. And do we defend, for example, king, 10, 8, flush draw? Let's see. Yeah, so we defend all of these flush draws. We had this, like, we have kind of this, yeah. So it's not like a big deal. We just fighting for this 3.5 in the pot 52. So it's not like something amazing, but we still have to call this one. Do we fold top pair? No, never, yeah. Even middle pair. So yeah, it's interesting one. And if we call, for example, and we made our flush, so he just showed. Do we call him flushes? Not flush second, not flush with some pair. So if we come here with our king, 10, 8, it's mostly fold. Yeah. So it's Interesting spot, yeah, really interesting one, especially on the turn. So yeah, it was call, but not a big deal. Next hand pre-flop. A7-3, A7-6-3 double from UTG. Yeah, do we open this one? A7-6-3. Yeah, it's it's one one BB per 100. Yeah, it's, can't be more close. And it was interesting as well to see we got a 3-bet against small blind. So let's see how aggressive we have to be on this straight Broadway boards in these ranges. So yeah, this is mixing and mostly checking. Pretty close to the 50-50 here. Yeah, so we are not really aggressive. And ace not really nice, I believe. 7-6-3. Yeah, so this is check. Okay, so let's do it one more. And we will stop for today. Tomorrow I will play morning session. I will start with morning session from around 5:30, I believe, a.m. So you are welcome to the stream. And let's check the last one. Do we need to call against UTG opened? UTG +1 call, and we have 7-6-6-4 single. Yes, this hand's pretty nice, especially with it pretty tight high cards heavy ranges. And do we need to call this? Yeah, so against one, it's a little bit different, but still in this. Oh yeah, I remember it was one interesting hand against yeah, let's see. I remember that it was post flop cut off against button, and it was ace paired, ace and some small, yeah. So cut off bets, we have jack 9-9, we just call, completes flush. So the cut off bets again. And do we need to fold? Flush is just a little bit, so not too many. And jack 9-9. Yeah, it is always calling against. Again, not a big deal. And really was blankish. I think the opponent just spotted. Just spot, and we have to call around 50. Yeah. And half of flush. Yeah, so we need a board pair. So like if you take a flushes without ace, without 8, without 4 deuce, I'm actually calling half of them. But it's only nuts, yeah. It's like just takes this the highest flush and clicks the call. Okay, so thank you for today. See you tomorrow. Have a nice evening.